So, in the wake of everything negative that's been going on in our nation in the past year or two, I definitely wanted to touch on a topic that is very important to discuss with everything going on is collective trauma. So, first, my name is Aisha Clark Carter. I am a licensed therapist in the states of Illinois and Missouri. And today we will talk about what is collective trauma and also how do we get through a trauma such as big as what we're experiencing now. So, collective trauma is an event or series of events that have a profoundly negative impact on a group, a community, or a nation of people. And this can show up mentally, physically, emotionally as well to said group, community, or nation of people. And so, some examples of collective trauma, of course, slavery. Also, 9/11 was a collective trauma. COVID-19 for sure was a collective trauma. And then more recently, what we've seen with the ice raids is considered a collective trauma. And so today I want to talk about too, like how do we get through, say, collective trauma? So some ways that we've historically gotten through collective traumas is gathering. Um, Going through a trauma of such magnitude and isolation can, again, hugely negatively impact you mentally. It could cause such severe depression and cause suicidal ideation for some folks, and also anxiety and amongst other things. So, how we got through that is getting together as a community and being a resource for each other, supporting each other, processing together so that we are not suffering in silence and in isolation. Some other ways we have gotten through it in the digital age is reducing our news and media intake. Something that I highly suggest for folks is reducing it. I'm not saying to eliminate it, because I understand wanting to be informed and wanting to know what's actually going on in the world, especially as the ice raids have been in various communities all over our nation right now. You want to be informed. I am saying reduce it, because there is a such thing as we know called doom scrolling. And what we don't want is for you to spiral and for you to ruminate and for that to negatively impact your sleep, impact your eating, right? Impact you in so many different ways to where you are just in a state of, for some people, mania, who just don't want it to get to a point of that severity. Also, just being a resource for each other. So, if you have a neighbor or a friend that's really struggling with what's going on right now, showing up for them. And showing up for them could look different for different people. It could be simply as a phone call. It could be cooking a meal together, having a shared meal together. It could look like going out. I know across the nation right now there's snow everywhere, but we have access to our phones. We can get on FaceTime or do a Zoom or so many different things. What I'm saying right now is that a lot of people are struggling, and right now is not the time to be isolated. It is the time to reach out for help to get through what is going on, okay? So if you want more information about collective trauma or have any topics that you really want me to discuss, please comment to me a message, like let me know, and I would love to share my expertise on different topics that are impacting our community.